Let's roll. Greetings, one love, Jarastafari. Greetings to the global reggae massive out there. One love, this is Reggae Month, and greetings from I, Jimmy, in Copenhagen, from my Copenhagen hostel. And it is a joy to really be making this video. Yeah, man. For many reasons, it's a joy. Anyway, come on, stop joking and let's get serious. This video is an address to the Honorable Minister of Culture of Jamaica, you know, Olivia Grange, the Honorable Olivia Grange. And I would start by truly honoring the I, greeting the I with love and respect, and really giving thanks for the efforts of the I, where I can see that a lot of the efforts really are not in self-interest, but in real interest for the people. What the I and the government are trying to do to address, even make visible reggae music as a Jamaican heritage. You know, achieving to be on the list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity. That move, oh my God, what a great move. I'm totally, completely appreciative of that move. And the more I think about that move, the more I really truly believe that it is a divine move orchestrated by His Imperial Majesty. Simply because anything that has to do with the United Nations has to do with my father. You know, during the World War II and up to the World War II, His Imperial Majesty was the one voice of conscience that really resonated right across the world, in which the whole world rallied around. And that gathering around His Imperial Majesty, it continued in the individuals that then set about to formulate the United Nations Charter. So it is, without a doubt, something that has to do with my father. In response to the Honorable Minister getting us onto the Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity list as reggae artists, it is upon ourselves now to really take it upon us and say that, look, this is the status that the music that we deal with has gotten. This is the appreciation that this music has got, this acknowledgement. That means the value of the music has been added within that realm. So it's up to I and I now to think like, okay, if this is the value of the thing that I'm working with, what do I do to capitalize on that value? I mean, capitalize in different ways. Capitalize according to my beliefs, according to my intentions, according to what I want, according to be very specific, repatriation, reparation, and centralization if you're a Rastafari, you know. There it is. Here's the ball. Kick it. Play it, you know. So I'm a man of action, and I've been working ever since and before, which is why I'm prepared. So when it happened, I was like, thank you. Pass the ball to me there, Babsy. I'm about ready to score this one. Give thanks and praise, Rastafari. Yeah, coming like a proper midfielder right there. The honorable midfielder. Just pass the ball. So, midfielder, together with the honorable Andrew Holness, there's a lot of things that I'd like to get through to the eyes them from Africa via Denmark, but I won't get into my history right now because let's get to where we need to get to. A lot of people are hungry, a lot of people need some resolution, people rent to pay, you know, school fees, debts, all manners of things, simply because the is not flowing, and that's not right. So the is a human right, is a basic human rights, you know, until the basic human rights are guaranteed to all without regard to race. What is a basic human right? Right now, money is a basic human right, and you better believe that, you better know that, because without the money, so much rights are violated, you know. So let's get that part right. Obviously it's a tool, so here I am, and we don't really have time to argue and ask Queen to give me reparations or repatriation, whatever, because that thing there is a thing of such a high level that I really expect that it would have to come from the higher one. We definitely will get reparations, we definitely will have repatriation, and we will definitely get centralization, because Jah does not sleep. So the issue is how. What I'm talking about is not just confined to Rastafari. There are others outside of Rastafari who know that these are things that are that that uh, that need to be addressed, and they have addressed them. We have Malcolm X, we have Martin Luther King, James Baldwin, Harry Belafonte, you name it, Stevie Wonder, you name it. There are people out there who know that this thing needs to be corrected. So here I am now with what we call the reggae dollar. Okay, it has as a basis the American dollar in design. It's called the African Renaissance. It's got my website on it, Reggae Remedy, and it's got some drawings that I made. A drawing of a Zulu warrior, which has to do with my heritage, and a Maasai warrior, which has to do with my fascination. I am African and I'm going to walk 18,000 kilometers from Cape Town to Cairo. And I invented, uh, because I wanted to pay my way. To walk, I would have to get a sponsor. Can't get a sponsor. So I said, well, if I need money, then I'll print my own money and do the walk and say, yo, this is the currency of the walk. If you want to support me, then buy one of these. And you can imagine I could set the price. If I set the price at $1 a meter, then you'd have to times that. $1 a meter, you times that to make the kilometer, which is by 1,000, and then now the 1,000 by the 18,000 kilometers. Oops, we're up there in the millions, right? Yeah. So that would be the actual value that I could get out of walking 18,000 kilometers for a good cause, and if people supported me at the price of $1. I like to set the price of this one at $2 or double any of the highest currencies in the world. And what I do there is $1 for the trip to slavery and $1 away back from slavery, repatriation. So that's what the price is always double. It's got to give me double whammy. You understand? So that's how I've set up something mechanical to deal with reparations, repatriation, and centralization. That's the reggae dollar. So that's what I'm talking about here. And I'm hoping that this is going to set some thoughts moving in all Andrew Holness and team and whoever, whether there's a wolf, whether it's fox or leopard, or whether it's sheep, it don't matter. It's gonna get all you thinking, because like I said, this is where we all kind of like agree on certain things, and that's that money makes the world go around. See, so make we talk about the value of this. Well, now let's talk about the structure. The structure exists now. We have NFTs. That's the thing that's just, it's out there rocking that world, slamming it right now. You know what I'm saying? And you have the Bitcoins, what's that called now? Those currencies. They're slamming it out there. So it really is, where do you place your faith? Been doing that a long time with the real estate that is like in projections of a piece of land, whether it should be sold, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Then the value of that land is like sky high. We all know about that. Stock markets, the exact same things. Insurance is the exact same thing, and church is the exact same thing. They say, put your value on this church, then you're gonna get a piece of heaven, and then collection times the money goes. It's the exact same thing. So there's nothing new about it, and the infrastructure is there. It's just that now you're going to self-determination. You understand? So you got to rule your destiny. You see, the Rude Boys, Bob Marley, and we're singing that already. I rule my destiny, and that's the whole point with this thing. I and I must step in there and rule our destiny. So I rule my destiny because I want to walk from Cape to Cairo, and I find a way to pay for it. And now I'm kind of like systemizing it and bringing people on board. It's called the Reggae Dollar. On the website is a lot of my music. My music, I put my music out into the world, not as albums, not as a tour, not as a group, not as an image, not as a face, but as a publishing venture. And I put the price at 350 million US dollars, even though I am still begging money on the street. And a lot of people think that, boy, this youth man is really like lost it, right? Just talking about big money like that. No, but I don't know what I'm doing. When it comes to the publishing, the person who advised me to go publishing more than band is Delroy Washington. Anybody from England would know Delroy Washington? Delroy Washington, and most whalers would know Delroy Washington. And Delroy Washington is a youth, not a youth, is a man who took me in as a youth to advise me on what I need to do as an artist. And he was with Bob, worked with Bob, and saw the entire strategy from Chris Blackwell and how the, and he sat me down and told me all those things. And he told me what to do, and he told me build a catalog. You know, you'll never regret it. You don't have to be a star. Build a catalog and then find a market for your catalog any which way. There are plenty of markets, you know. There's the film market. Like Teacher D. Teacher, how's the eye doing? Congratulations, Teacher. Teacher, remember when we did that that festival here in Aarhus? Yeah, the I was with Anna, and we all drove all the way with Ascali Selassie as well that night, and Jessica and Lyrical D. Lyrical D was driving Anna, and Teacher D. Well, congratulations to the I. Your music is in a James Bond. You see what I'm saying? So that's really what it makes sense when you do publishing and you understand your publishing and you put your music where it's supposed to go when it comes to publishing. Them type of things happen, you understand? So, for example, if I had written this song for Friends, I'll be there for you. You know how much I get paid all the while? Because there's that, the first time, and then the reruns all around the world, you know what I'm saying? That's like money just coming in, click, click, click. Salute to the Marleys. You take care of the estate. You've done a great job, man. That money's just clicking in. You're on Serious Radio, just clicking in, clicking in, clicking. That's what it's supposed to be done. Well done to the Marleys. Well done to Junior Gong for going into the prisons and making the prisoners own the prisoners on the ganja farm within the prison. Genius, genius, like genius. And you have people out here who say, "Oh, the Marleys only thinking about money." Blah, blah. Show me who's not thinking about money, and show me who doesn't need the money. And you know. You need to be able to resolve situations. The Marleys are employing a lot of people. You know, I'd have loved to employ somebody. I'd have loved to go somewhere and say, "Yo, I got a great idea. Things are working out for me. So you come, I give you a job. I give you a place to stay, whatever." What an honor. What a blessing. That's too divine. You can't touch that. You see what I'm saying? So that's cool. I'm going to have to pause this video for a second because I can't upload on the longer videos through... Me have enough reggae dollars, you know, I not really have no money still. A gay joke.